Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz Universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And I just want to remind you that I'm still on my 500 subs quest. So if you want to help me out, please just hit that subscribe button. I also already prepared my 500 subs special video, and it's uploaded and waiting. So if you want to watch it earlier, please consider subscribing. That's basically all. Other than that, I hope you're all doing great in the 2021, and I hope we are getting out of this pandemic madness. And yeah, today we're gonna talk about the IS-4, the Russian tier 10 heavy tank, and it's one of the best, if not the best, tier 10 heavy in the game. Of course, it's the best armored, but that's not all. We're gonna talk about it in a sec. So I'm using multi-purpose restoration pack, I'm using repair kit and adrenaline. For provisions, I'm using extra combat rations, protective kit, and improved fuel. For ammo loadout, I'm using 23 AP rounds, 10 heat, and 7 HE rounds. For the equipment, I'm using calibrated. When I was playing, I was using gun rammer, but calibrated shells really makes it better. Just check this penetration values. APCR, I mean AP is great, but heat pen, that's delicious. And I really think that having better penetration gives you more reliable gun, and DPM is just slightly decreasing. So for the case of this tank, I would really go for the calibrated shells, because you can see it's really great. Also, I'm using enhanced gun length drive, vertical stabilizer, improved modules, not the defense system, because this one is a front line brawler, and yeah, that's better in my opinion. Enhanced armor, because this tank really has some armor. Toolbox, improved optics as usual, improved control, because it's a heavy, so you need a bit more traverse. At least I feel more comfortable with it, but it depends on your playstyle, of course. Hand consumables for this one, of course, even though the reload is pretty long, but when you're using adrenaline, I kind of feel like yeah, that's the better option, so I'm using this one. So let's check the armor profile. As you can see, you have 6 degrees of gun depression. You can think that's not a lot, but yeah, if you look at the armor profile, and we're facing MX-50B, because I want to show you how it works against tanks with nice penetration values. As you can see, it's nearly impenetrable when you're side scraping. You have, of course, some weak spots, but if you're using your hold down and you're hiding the bottom plate, it's really hard to deal with this tank. Of course, the situation is quite, of course, you have some weak spots. As you can see, next to the gun mantlet, they are pretty tiny, and the middle of your hole. But that's just, if you wiggle, if you angle a bit, if you move constantly, that's not gonna be an easy pen for anyone. Of course, more experienced players can use it. But if you switch to APCR, as you can see, the front with the calibrated, the front of the hole doesn't give you so much protection. As you can also side script, but those sides can be took out. But that's the difference between calibrated and not using calibrated. If your enemy isn't using calibrated, you can side script all day, and it's gonna be really hard to penetrate this tank. And if you're using AP, let's go for the APCR. Yeah, so you can see that using full gun depression gives you quite of an edge. If you wiggle the turret, if you try to constantly change the angles, you can really get a lot of bounces. Side armor isn't spectacular, but still, as you can see, it's pretty decent. Almost 200 on the side of the turret. That's really good. And you have 160, 150, 160 on the side with the spaced armor. But if you want to take this tank out, just shoot the bottom of the tracks. As you can see, there's only literally just 60 millimeters of armor, so that will give you a decent, really decent pen. Other than that, you can hit the space armor and just bounce. Other sides are really trollish on the Russian tanks, so you need to simply not forget about it and just aim for the lower part. Other than that, we're gonna see how it performs in the battles. Sorry for my voice. I know maybe my voice is a bit I don't know, shady or something, but I was working late and I need some sleep. But I decided to give you this review just because I didn't have much time to play and especially to do any of the reviews. So I decided, yeah, I will give you at least some decent review before we'll move on to another video, because I don't really know how long will it take me to get you another video. Hopefully it will be soon, but I can't really assure you. So yeah, first of all, I want to overall get you an overall view on the tank. So it's really fast, heavy, with maybe not spectacular gun, but pretty good gun, with great penetration values, with great hold down abilities, and that's great because I mean it's a jack of all trades, I would say. You have good armor, good mobility, pretty nice traverse speed. Of course, it's a heavy tank, so don't expect it to just turn like a medium tank. But still, comparing it to the WZ113, sorry, the Chinese Tier 10, this tank can really go around the circles. And if you can utilize your abilities to get fast into position, to deal pretty darn good damage, because you have almost 2600 DPM, which isn't bad for a heavy tank, I would say. Of course, IS-4 has better DPM but less penetration, and that's, for me, that's the really the trade-off. I prefer this tank way better than the IS-4, because I would say the armor is more reliable. You can't get so armor racked so easily, so that's the best thing about this tank. Also, you have, like I told you, nice mobility for a heavy tank. Of course, IS-4 is faster than this tank, but it doesn't carry that much armor that this tank does. Also, the gun is not that reliable. Of course, I think the accuracy was quite good, slightly better than the IS-4, but still the penetration values are not. And with the good penetration values on this tank, you can really deal a massive amount of damage and be really effective on the battlefield. As you can see with this Yagaru, we're just packing up heat and we can go straight through the cheeks of the tank, and that's the great thing to do, because of course when you're in the TD like the Yagaru, you can go with AP and just shoot through them. Same goes for the, as I remember, Foch can do it also with AP, but even if it's not like 100% sure penetration, you can always go for the heat. And if you use calibrated shells, my oh my, it's over 400 of heat pen, and that's yeah, that's amazing. But like I showed you, you can side script in this tank, you can really brawl in this tank. Maybe this game wasn't spectacular in terms of just brawling, but I was trying to play smart. Of course, the team wasn't spectacular, let's be honest, nor my team nor the enemy team. But yeah, you got those type of battles, and you can just utilize them and get some good damage and some good games like we did here. So let's check the results. And we got a first class, of course, with nice over 4k damage and over 1.3k base XP, which is quite amazing to almost ace this tank solo. And here's another battle. Here we're gonna play with my amigo Michałogi from my clan. And he's driving, as you can see, he's driving the IS-7 and I'm driving the IS-4. I made a video with Michał, as I remember correctly. We were just driving both of these tanks at the same time, but on other map. And we were having such a great game. I decided to make a like two perspective game. So yeah, you can check it. It's somewhere on my channel. It's like platoon battle from two perspectives on one timeline. I think it's something like that. And in this game, I decided to push IS-4 to its limits. I mean, I just want to test how good is really armor is, and you will see the results. Really, yeah, you can also see them here. I mean, the Hori is shooting me, and it still can't pen. Of course, it's a tier 9 Hori, but still, this tank has a lot of penetration. You could also see the Foch was trying to get me, but he failed to do it. And so we're gonna just push really aggressively, and we're gonna try to farm some damage over here, farm our enemies, and we are, as you can see, we are basically frontline. Like I told you, this tank has to be frontline. Of course, you can just try to stay like hold down or just holding the line. Of course you can do it. With the IS-7 you have better DPM, but your penetration isn't that reliable. And yeah, considering this tank, penetration values are really good, even though I was using gun rammer here. And if you use calibrated shells, I mean, there's no way you're gonna bounce any of your shots if you're shooting heat. Of course, if you're not hitting tracks and spaced armor, but other than that, you will always get nice shots and nice penetrations. And I think that's the main advantage. If you want to be effective on the battlefield, you need to just, when you hit, you definitely want to pen your enemies, because if you don't, won't be able to penetrate your enemies, this won't really work, and you will lose a lot of your DPM. I mean, 10 seconds of reload, almost. I think it's almost 10 seconds because I was using the rammer, but it's over 10 seconds if you're using your calibrated shells. And that means that if you bounce your shell, you will lose a lot of, like I said, a lot of your DPM, and you won't be so effective in the battles. And yeah, that's basically all for this episode, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you want to talk with me, the link to my Discord channel is in the description below, same as my Facebook profile. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and catch you all on the battlefield. Bye bye for now.